Was the Cuban Literacy Campaign a success? Was the Cuban Literacy Campaign a success? Let's uncover the facts behind this remarkable initiative that took place shortly after the Cuban Revolution. Launched in 1961, the campaign aimed to eliminate illiteracy and promote education across Cuba. At that time, Cuba had a literacy rate of about 70%. While this was relatively high compared to other countries in Latin America, it still meant many people could not read or write. To tackle this issue, the campaign mobilized around 250,000 volunteer teachers. Many of these volunteers were young women who traveled to rural and underserved areas. They lived with the families they taught, creating a strong community connection. Despite facing challenges like political violence and international hostility, the campaign was completed in just 8 months. By the end, the literacy rate dropped to approximately 3.9%. The success of the campaign was not only about numbers. It had a broader social and cultural impact. Many described it as a cultural revolution. It helped break down centuries of educational inequality and ignorance. This effort empowered hundreds of thousands of Cubans to engage more fully in society and support the revolutionary project. Internationally, the Cuban Literacy Campaign gained recognition and inspired similar efforts in other countries. The United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization honored Cuba for its achievements. The methods used in the campaign were studied and adapted in various regions, including Latin America and Africa. Later, the Cuban government introduced the Yo Si Puedo, which means Yes I Can, program. This initiative has taught millions of adults to read and write in over 30 countries, continuing the legacy of the original campaign. From a communist viewpoint, the campaign illustrates how a socialist government can prioritize education and social welfare. It reflects the belief that education is a fundamental right and a tool for liberation from oppression and ignorance. The campaign also showcased the power of collective action and how people can come together to create rapid social change. While some critics point to the Cuban government's censorship and political repression during this time, these issues do not take away from the educational gains made through the campaign. The literacy drive remains a landmark achievement in the history of communist revolutions. It shows how education can serve as a foundation for building a more equitable society. So, was the Cuban Literacy Campaign a success? The evidence suggests it was. It drastically reduced illiteracy, empowered the Cuban people, and set a model for literacy campaigns worldwide. This campaign embodies the ideals of equality, collective effort, and social transformation.